Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to a Punched Out Thursday to Die For with Kathy, Krista, myself, and Dorothy, and Rebecca and Sonia. And we will all be using our punches and or dies. And I will be using punches. I don't think I used any dies today. And I'm going to make that little horse that I showed you really quick since I sped this up a little bit. I used the largest oval for the head of the horse, and I took that little skinny brush and put the excess on the back and just put a little bit down the front of the horse, like the forehead and on down. And now I'm going to make the eyes. I've got the 5/8 inch punch in black, and then I've got the 1/2 inch punch in white. And I am moving the white towards the bottom of the black. So the top part will be thicker and kind of have faux lashes, kind of. Anyway, that was the idea behind it. And then I've got 3/8 inch black to go for the eyeball themselves. And I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I forgot to punch out this one piece. The muzzle. Yeah, my horse needs a muzzle. And I couldn't get it in there and hold on to it. There just wasn't quite enough to hold on to it. And I had used the cheater thing on the other one, and I thought I could maybe do it without on this one. And the Post-it notes weren't handy, so I just used some adhesive and put it on a piece of scrap paper and stuck it in there. And the first one I did it perfectly nice and centered and everything. And although I tried to center it this time while on the video, no, it didn't. So the solution to that is flip it over and trim it to fit. And yeah, because you want it to look even. I would have had one side up higher than the other if I'd left it the way it was. And I made his eyes kind of big because, I kind of wanted him to look young and innocent and cute. And I used my flower punch for the outside part of the ear. And then the inside, I'm using my butterfly punch. And there is a left and right when you use the butterfly punch. So you might want to look at that if you go to do it with a butterfly punch. But I was trying to find something, of course, that would be about the right size. I tried to use the butterfly punch to start with on the other one, just for the ears, but they look so little. I thought, well, I don't want them too big and look like a mule. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and try the flower punch. But it looked like it was okay. It was fine after all. And the ink I'm using is the Vintage Photo. And I'm inking the hair. I use that crinkle paper that's real textured for the mane and that little part on top. And I did use two of the little flowers for the top part. I used the same oval that I used for the head, the large one, for the other part of the mane too. And then the smaller oval I used for the legs. Well, it's just the forefront of the legs, just the little bottom part. But I'm making the hoofs now out of brown, a darker brown. Well, it's the same brown I used for the muzzle. And I'm just going to put a little thin strip across the bottom. I might have put thicker if I'd had bigger, wider scraps, but I thought, well, this will work. It'll be all right. It'll get the same impression out there. And I am going to make one more punch. I'm going to cut one more time. Oh, I am making sure they're the same size too. Yeah, I must not have paid really good attention to the first one. Well, I kept doing things over. So I kind of lost track of what I punched out because I've had to do a few things on this one that should already been punched out to make it quicker. And I only did that oval just to give some color right there for the horse. And I made the horse like the picture. That picture's of my son, and he's on a buckskin. And so I tried to make the horse about the same color as his. Well, it's not his horse. It's my cousin's horse. He's real good friends with my cousin. My mom was the oldest of the kids, and his dad's the youngest. And then his dad married late. So, and well, my mom did too, really. Not near as late as he did, though. And anyway, they're really good friends, and he has animals. I took my wood grain dye and I remembered to spray it with water. I'm just so proud of myself. I sprayed both of them with water. And I wanted the center part of it, so you've seen me cutting the sides off of both because I'm going to go across the center of my layout and have some wood grain there. And I didn't get enough ink the first time around, so I did end up inking it twice. And I wanted to rub across the embossed part too, so it'll show up just a little bit more that it looks like wood grain. I'm layering my picture 3 times. One is a light craft. It's not the exact same that I used for the wood grain because I did use a craft for it. And then I wanted more. So I went ahead and used that plaid paper that was in this collection. It's Echo Park collection. And it's cowboy something. But yeah, I layered it in the plaid, and then I wanted black because he has black in his eyes. I made them black, and then another sticker that I'm going to end up pulling up there is got black on it too. Oh, I hadn't made up my mind about it yet though, but I do end up making my mind to use it. Now for my title. It's going to have 3 fonts because it's kind of a long title. I'm going to use those little tile ones for the first 4 words. And then I'm going to use the bigger brown one. And then I'm also going to use a thicker. And my title is, I thought that the halter and the reins came with it, meaning the horse. Because if you look at the picture, he's on the horse, no reins, no nothing. And the horse went on over to the fence where the feed bag was with feed in it and was eating, and he was just sitting there looking at the horse. And I thought it was kind of a funny picture. So I wanted to make a little horse that was kind of bug-eyed and looking down at him like, what were you thinking? Did you really think that I'd walk on past that feed bag and leave that feed sitting there? Nope, no way. That was the only way I could ever get my horse to come home when it'd get loose. Sometimes I had to walk a good ways to get it. Neighbor would call me and say it was so-and-so place. Yeah, but we got it took care of after a little while, getting everything fixed. But yeah, just one of them. We had 3. Only one of them would get out. The other 2 would stay right there. But I'd take this big coffee can, well, not big, but bigger than usual. And I put feed in it, and then I'd put the halter on the outside of it. So when Molly would put her face down there to eat the feed in there, I would pull the halter up and have it. So I'd at least have the halter, and then I'd hold that can away from her, and she'd follow it anywhere. I put this little sticker on there, and first I put the green, like the little leaf, because I knew it was going to be right there by the leaf. But then I decided as soon as I did it, I didn't like that. So I had to punch out some of that red plaid to put under it. And I like that a lot better. And I put a little bit of foam tape underneath it. I pulled out my roll of Tim Holtz vintage film strip, and I did put a little bit of film strip right along there because these papers make me think of vintage, because they're inked and everything already, although I do a lot of times ink them more. But I thought, well, vintage, I'm going to pull out this film strip and put it on there. And I also grabbed a sticker that says "Giddy Up," like it's doing him any good if he is saying that. And I got a button that I thought would match the red that's already in here. And then I'm going to add some twine, and I think that's it. I'll be done with my layout. But I want to point out to you all that down there below is the links to all the other gals that are doing the Punched Out Thursday to Die For today. And you'll get to see what they did with their punches and dies on their layouts, or maybe it's something else. They might have done something else today instead of a layout, but most of the time it's layouts. But it's lots of inspiration no matter what it is down there. And of course, our newest gals are Rebecca and Sonia, and their links are down there below too. But be sure to check everybody's video out, get you some inspiration, pull out those tools, and give everybody some love for the inspiration that they're sharing today. And let's see, where am I at? Oh, I am doing well, I think I got one more piece of twine to put on there. then I'll be done with my layout. I do one more thing. I used Heidi Swap black velvet to sprinkle on my layout. I love the sprinkles and splatters. And I thought about doing a green. I love green. That's my favorite color. And one other color. I just couldn't make up my mind about the other color, so I picked black. But yeah, that's it. That's my layout. If you leave a comment down there below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, of course, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. And thank you for the wonderful comments that you leave too. They make my day. But there's my horse looking over there to the side. And yeah, see, don't that look better without the green? Yeah, I thought it did. That's why I changed it. But I thought first it might work. But I hope y'all have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.